quay trở lại thì gì đó trước đó rất lâu về trước. Hiện tại mình đã có thời gian làm cốt truyện về đơn ha, như đã từng nói rồi. Đây là bình luận ha, cũng là những gì mình muốn khai quát. Các thằng hư vốn không thể trở về Lufu nên đã đến Lufu. Đơn hơn mời bạn cùng đi gặp Long Tôn tàu Vijahara Lufu, quyết tâm với đối mặt đối diện với quá khứ và giờ từng kỳ vọng rồng xanh mặt lạnh sẽ kể những chuyện như đẳng trân. Nhưng đây có lẽ là cơ hội có kết thúc chuyến thăm quê này. Suy nghĩ khoe với mắt bảy sao vậy. Rồi. Đầu tiên như mọi khi chính là tele.
It's hard for a wanderer to find rest in this world.
I have delivered the missive about the meeting. Do you have any questions, Master Dan Heng?
I know all that I wish to know. Thank you.
You need not address me as Miss. I am but one of Miss Bailu's maids. Then again, if I may be so bold as to make a humble request.
Go ahead.
Before this goes ahead... Oh, who might this be?
Họ nổi tiếng lắm mà.
I'm sorry, but Xianzhou's street lamps aren't in the habit of eavesdropping on conversations.
Rồi nó nói thẳng vô mặt luôn kìa, nhục quá.
I'm speaking with Master Dan Heng. I'm afraid this doesn't involve you. Please take your leave.
He is a close friend. I've invited him along to bear witness. Please, treat him as you would me. Now, what was your request?
Then I hope you don't plan on meeting with Miss Bailu. Please, hear what I have to say. I have good reason to be concerned. Perhaps you should know that Miss Bailu's path to becoming a High Elder was neither in compliance with proper protocol, nor of her own volition. Everything was a result of the stubbornness of her predecessor, Dan Feng. His hubris and tyranny brought about the end of the Luofu's High Elder succession. The preceptors heard of Master Dan Heng's return, and were uncertain whether it constituted good or ill fortune. However, many have surmised that the Luofu's High Elder succession tradition will soon be back in force. If true, that is indeed something worth celebrating.
Có được vậy đâu.
Whether we find another suitable candidate in accordance with the laws of our people, or have you take up the position anew, everything can still be mended. But if Master Dan Heng were to hand everything over to Miss Bailu, it could lead to great upheavals on the horizon. No good would come of it for her.
Ồ, nghĩ về chủ nhân quá ha.
Miss Bailu is young, naive, and easily manipulated by others. I worry that under the pressure of others, she would be convinced into taking up too great a burden.
I understand your concern, but I have nothing more to say on the matter at present.
Then I will bid my farewell. Master Dan Heng, whether you choose to meet Miss Bailu or go with me to see the Preceptor Elders, I will be waiting for you by the ferry leading to Scale Gorge Waterscape.
I haven't even set eyes on Bailu, and people are already urging me not to meet her. No need. March will find out sooner or later. You know that I'm a descendant of the Lawfu Vidyadhara. In Scale Gorge Waterscape, you witnessed my secret strength, as March would call it. Yet that power stems from Dan Feng, my previous incarnation. He altered the process of High Elder succession, plunging everything into catastrophe. Ultimately, he suffered the punishment of molting rebirth. Based on the physiological principles of Vidyadhara reincarnation, I ought to have been an entirely new entity. And, in view of the law, all crimes from my previous incarnation should have been wiped clean. But in reality, I was locked up in the shackling prison at birth. Even after I was released and left the Xianzhou, my High Elder past and Dan Feng's enemies pursued me like a haunting shadow. Now, I plan to face that shadow. In order to make amends, I want to repair the Ambrosial Arbor's seal and visit the High Elder to see what more I can do. The star skiff is ready. Let's go.
Rồi câu chuyện bắt đầu. Đặt cái tên thật sự là quá chán. Hình như cái tên của mình vậy đó. Chán vô cùng nha.
I
Cái gì
don't
mà
believe in
đồng hồ
ghosts.
Is your extractor cleaned or your star skiff?
nó đáng nhất.
The rumors are
Ở
true.
đây
You really are back. I'm Hila Lu Ying of the Alchemy Commission. I'm a Vidyadhara too, as you can see. I'd heard the reincarnation of the great sinner has returned to the Lawfu and wanted to offer some advice.
Oh?
Leave this troubled place immediately.
I'm not surprised in the slightest. What does the Alchemy Commission want then?
Return to being a nameless. Stay out of the High Elder succession. The Lawfu Vidyadhara have finally recovered from Dan Feng's grievous sins, and were blessed with a compassionate and caring High Elder in Bailu. None of this was easy. Your return has stirred up resentment and ambition among the preceptors, and threatens our situation.
I have no intention of threatening Bailu's position.
You may have a clear conscience, but even so, as long as you remain on the Lawfu, invisible forces will try to coerce you. Leave now. It is the best outcome for everyone involved.
dài
Do
thăm
not
người kìa.
repeat the mistakes of a past life in this one. Farewell.
Cảm ơn. Mày dạy làm người là chuyện không nên vô cùng nha. Mày đâu có đẻ người ta ra đâu, mà cấm cản người ta cái gì.
Excuse me, are you two on your way to the Alchemy Commission, Delph?
Vậy thì gì, sự thật cũng đâu có thay đổi được. Cái nào nhìn nào. Nếu mà chơi game sim thì cái nãy giờ mình đã nhảy xuống đó rồi. Ý là không được.
Hello. What brings you two here? The wind and waves are restless around lunar-rescent depths today.
Even you came to dissuade me from visiting the High Elder, General?
This encounter was not of my making. I've been recuperating in the Alchemy Commission under the Dragon Lady's care. Our paths have merely crossed. But your question would suggest that there are others interested in dissuading you from such a venture.
Hay thế.
Matters that concern the rise and fall of the Vidyadhara will inevitably attract certain parties. Those that would work circumstances to their advantage. Be it Dan Feng, the Preceptors, or the Alchemy Commission that trained the Dragon Lady.
Your injury hasn't dulled your instincts, General. The Preceptors and the Commission seem deeply concerned.
A chance meeting is a gift from fate. Why don't I help you to fathom their intent then? The power struggle between the Preceptors and their High Elder is a tale as old as time. And someone as powerful as Don Feng, who was completely beyond their control, was enough for them to harbor a hidden rage. The Elders used to have a small say in appointing the new High Elder. Who could have imagined that Don Feng would pick his own successor? And yet, that is precisely what happened, and all they could do was accept the result. Now that Don Hong has arrived, the Elders see yet another chance. How could they let it go? The Dragon Lady has no power, and Don Feng is a criminal. One can understand the desire for a new High Elder. The Preceptors have been suppressed for some time now. They will inevitably try to overturn the situation. These people speak of legitimacy. They believe that Bai Lu was chosen as heir apparent by the previous High Elder, and that unless she were to commit a terrible sin, the Preceptors should have no right whatsoever to choose again. The Healer Lady has draconic features and scarcely believable therapeutic abilities. Some regard this as evidence that she is the High Elder. But the Preceptors are fixated on strength and are unwilling to accept her. Now that Don Feng's reincarnation has shown a command over the vast marine expanse of luminescent depths, those longing to keep the traditional bequeathal of the High Elder feel increasingly uneasy. After Don Feng's abdication, they fought against the Preceptors and saved Bai Lu's dignity. They demonstrated a true devotion. These folks aren't the type to just let it go. It is an internal affair of the Videoteras. As long as it does not disturb the peace aboard the Luofu, it does not involve the General of the Cloud Knights.
Ý là ông sẽ đứng ngoài chuyện này.
As a friend, let me remind you of one thing. So long as Don Hong and Bai Lu, with their respective High Elder powers and titles, both remain on the Luofu, the Videotera will never cease their internal strife. This is not to say that either of you are to blame. It's getting late. You are headed to repair the Arbor's seal at Scale Gorge Waterscape and visit the High Elder, no? Farewell for now. I should start taking this business of rest and recuperation a little more seriously. I must return to my quarters now. I merely took advantage of the healer's absence to slip out and relax a little. Be on your way.
Trời ơi, ổng cũng cáo già lắm chứ đâu phải chơi. Đúng không? Tới.
Master Don Hung, you're back. Have you made your decision? Will you come with me to meet with the elders first? Or are you set on seeing Miss Bai Lu?
Miss Bai Lu is already waiting at Scale Gorge Waterscape.
Your stubbornness is redolent of your previous incarnation.
Sorry, but you're not going anywhere. A criminal who destroyed our succession is unworthy of setting foot in the sacred places of the Videotera.
Wait. Master Don Hung's presence at Scale Gorge Waterscape has been approved by the 6 charioteers and the Preceptors. He is no longer the criminal he once was.
Empty rhetoric. There are ways of unearthing his true identity. And even his reincarnation should answer for the monstrous crimes of the past. The Videotera will never accept him.
Để đi trước. Rồi hiện ra là xác sống nè. Đó.
Heaven's search. The times are
You
changed.
say Don Fung was merely your previous incarnation. How then do you still possess the power of the High Elder?
Thôi sao? Tụi bay cũng đâu có cách nào lấy lại. Đúng không? Giữ nguyên với chả không giữ nguyên.
Awaken, Thuman Scale.
Lord Cleansing Dragon. As I expected, Don Fung, you have returned.
Thank you for rescuing me, Master Dan Heng.
They came for me. I'm sorry you got dragged into it.
It's risky to remain here. We should leave. Master Dan Heng, after your meeting, will you go with me to see the elders?
Should I ever want to meet the preceptors, Miss Huanxi, I'll ask.
I understand. Please alight, Your Highness. Miss Bailu awaits you at Dragon Vista Rain Hall.
It could be dangerous ahead. We should proceed carefully.
Ồ, cái này do bí cảnh. Cười vậy. Hello.
So slow. I've been waiting for you here for ages.
Ông này quen nhờ.
Hello there. Long time no see. What are you doing here?
We were met by an assassin on the way over, Miss.
An assassin? Are you okay? Are you injured?
Fortunately, the skills of Master Dan Heng and his friends were too much for them. There are those that wish to assassinate Master Dan Heng, Miss. Presumably to preserve your legitimacy as High Elder.
Huh. I don't care about my legitimacy. Why do they? I told you, whoever wants to be the High Elder is welcome. I never wanted the title.
I am Dan Heng. It is an honor to meet you, Miss Bailu.
You're Dan Heng? I heard about how you parted the ancient sea and Scale Gorge waterscape. These assassins have got their work cut out for them.
Miss Bailu, please don't say things like that.
Let me take a look at you. Dragon horns. Well, they say you're Dan Feng's reincarnation. Suppose it must be true then. But you're different from me. Where's your tail? If I let you be High Elder, will you grow a tail?
About the High Elder succession. I have no intention of getting entangled in that. I'm here to repair the Ambrosial Arbor's seal. This is the duty of the lawful Vidyadhara.
Oh, really? Then why'd you come to CB? All I've learned since my hatching rebirth for some medical skills at the Alchemy Commission. I can't repair seals or part the sea like you can.
I should take this opportunity to talk with you about the past, Miss Bailu. I've heard about your situation, and while I can't guarantee a solution, I will do my best to improve things for you.
Interesting. You're not like other grown-ups. You say what you think, and you seem trustworthy. You want me to go with you to Scale Gorge Waterscape?
Precisely.
Let's go then.
Miss Bailu,
Wanshi, please wait here for me. I'll come back as soon as I can. I've got these two to look after me. Don't worry.
Nói thì cũng đúng. Mà làm gì? Đến boss à?
What a magnificent sight. Is that the ambrosial arbor?
Yes. Forming a seal and using their power to curb the spread of the arbor's roots is an important task entrusted to the Luofu's High Elder.
News to me. The elders must be well aware that I'm not qualified for this position. Which begs the question, why did Dunfeng choose me all those years ago?
That's exactly what I've come to Scale Gorge Waterscape to find out. Among the Vidyadhara, the High Elder is the existence closest to the permanence. According to historical records, the High Elder's succession involves a secret ritual known as the Transmutation Arcanum, as well as a treasure known as Dragon Heart. Once succession is complete, the former High Elder undergoes a hatching rebirth, while the new High Elder begins to display draconic features. However, Dunfeng's ritual failed, and his powers remained within me. And yet for some reason, it also created you.
So, in medical terms, he messed up the prescription. And brought suffering down on himself and just about everyone else in the process.
I want to use this opportunity to repair the ambrosial arbor's seal, and see if I can help recall our memories. Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague, water of the ancient sea. Upon the High Elder's command, subdue the eternal roots. Strange. This is different from the breaking of the seal. Why is there no reaction?
What's wrong? Not going to plan, huh?
Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague.
Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague. Water of the ancient sea.
Upon the High Elder's command, subdue the eternal roots.
This feeling.
That's it. You did it. This alone should prove to everyone that you are the true High Elder. When the seal was reestablished, did you recall anything?
It was like a tide surging through my mind. I became really huge and the whole of Scale Gorge Waterscape was responding to my voice, resonating with me.
Vậy thế.
That's fun! Danheng, teach me another trick. Let's see if I can remember anything else.
Wait. Can you feel it? There's someone coming. You.
Tới thì cũng làm vậy thôi.
Who are you?
Không phải tới làm đá đốt lường.
Protect Bailu.
Hey, I'm doing the protecting here. Hope he's getting hurt with me around.
Rise. Hope you're prepared. I'll see you off.
to the club. Stay the course.
This ends here. Will forged in ice never falters.
The times are changed.
You chose the wrong enemy.
sense a storm. Awaken, dormant scale.
Word cleansing dragon. Hope you're prepared.
Vậy là đang sẽ không đi với bạn con được. Có thể do con nuốt quá nhiều
Eternal
phút
sleep is not that dead.
chiến khỉ.
The strength. Heaven's surge.
I'll see you off.
How did they manage to appear right next to us without a sound?
They may have used a cloud hymn to create mist and provide a smokescreen. I'm afraid this ambush was probably lying in wait for us.
Ủa ghê gì? Sao tụi nó vô được?
Seems like some people have had enough of my presence. We don't know how many there are. Let's get out of here.
Look at that shadow. Could it be in a...
This power, it rivals the tidal forces in Scale Gorge waterscape. Is that you, Danfeng? Have you returned?
Giọng
I'm
đi ghét vậy.
afraid you have the wrong person. These floating shadows are called mirage echoes. They are memories of past lives and echoes from the past that the Vidyadhara shed during their rebirth.
The books say that these mirages only speak to people they can recognize. And the water on their bodies can be used as medicine.
Seems this mirage mistook me for Danfeng.
There's no mistake. This old man would recognize your voice anywhere. Have you come to this sacred place to repent? The proud son of the Vidyadhara, hero of the High Cloud Quintet. You fought with us your whole life. How far you have fallen. You availed yourself of the transmutation arcanum to summon that draconic abomination, and almost laid waste to Scale Gorge waterscape in the process.
Ồ, vậy đó.
If your allies hadn't united to slay it, then the abomination would have destroyed the ambrosial Arbor's seal. Tell me, did it sadden you to watch the abomination perish? As the High Elder, you should have freed us from the plight of rebirth and set foot on a brand new path. But instead, you were seduced by your reputation and abandoned yourself. You counted Xianzhou natives and even short-life species among your friends. The upcoming trial is your final chance. Hand over the secrets of the transmutation arcanum now, and the preceptors can help you keep your secrets. Our laws could have seen you executed. Pity that the High Elder succession could not be allowed to die with you. Kylorum Venti of the Yaoqing put forward a strong case for you, and the Ten Lords Commission spared you from capital punishment. But the punishment of molting rebirth could not be avoided.
Elder, look around you. You've long since reincarnated. What remains here are just the mirages of the waters of the ancient sea.
Impossible. I still live! The High Elder succession will not be severed in this generation.
I don't like this mirage echo. He thought that the Vidyadhara was superior to other races, and that he was superior to other Vidyadhara. As if the Vidyadhara would never progress without their plans. I guess Danfeng probably never told them the secret of the transmutation arcanum.
We shouldn't linger here. The assassins are using skilled cloud hymn magic to make themselves invisible. But their presence is all too real. These mirage echoes, on the other hand, are vestiges of the past. If we can center and transmit the echoes, we should be able to detect any assassins hidden beneath the surface of the water. Let's look for mirage echoes and send out pulses. Move carefully.
Ồ, có cái máy dò nữa kìa. Rồi vậy. Cần phải đánh nhau không? Tất thật đấy.
Another invisible assassin?
Careful! They're waiting for us to get close enough to reveal our weak spots.
Stay the course. To the clouds. The wind is rising. From the bow!
The strength. Heaven's surge. Rise! Awaken, dormant scale. Blood cleansing dragon.
Làm sao mà có lần sao? Làm gì mà có lần sao?
Miss Bilo, you fled the Alchemy Commission yet again. How many times have I told you our rules state that...
Sorry. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Wait. I remember that voice. That's the old chief alchemist. So she's been reborn?
Reborn? More excuses. Who brought you out this time? Is that Master Donfeng? Why do you remain silent? Your Highness, you're still as cold and lonely as you ever were, like the eternal ice on the Fanghu. Bailu, return to the Forbidden Residence. I must speak with Master Donfeng.
Oh, okay. Wait, no! You're just a mirage echo!
Master Donfeng, I finally understand your plan. That little girl is the key to the transmutation arcanum. This is a breakthrough for my research. The Videodora performs self-reincarnation, but we are unable to reproduce. Natural and artificial disasters inevitably reduce our population. If this continues, one day our noble draconic bloodline will perish, and the fated decree of the permanence will be violated. For this very reason, I have spent my entire life researching ways to free the Videodora from the cycle of reincarnation. I have been without success for a long, long time, thinking that this reincarnation had been naught but a waste.
Donfeng. What did he do?
Master Donfeng, your changes to the transmutation arcanum created a draconic abomination that wreaked great destruction. But it also created a new life. This is the hope that will one day allow the Videodora to reproduce. My understanding of reproduction was limited by ordinary notions. How constrained I was. Why should Videodora reproduction remain trapped within the confines of our race? To unearth the potential might of Long's blood and incorporate other races into the flesh of the dragon, isn't that the real meaning behind the transmutation arcanum? The Preceptors are too narrow-minded to see your talent. They want to install another High Elder. Foolish!
What does she mean by that?
The transmutation arcanum seems to contain a secret that allows the Videodora to escape the cycle of reincarnation and return to normal reproduction. Let's go.
kéo được đơn giản vậy đâu. Tao chạy đấy. Nhìn cái nước xem tụi bay làm gì
It's
nhau.
you, Master Downfall. Why did you disgrace yourself? You were my hero. I dreamed of being just like you, of joining the Cloud Knights. But you betrayed the hopes and dreams of the Elders.
This Mirage Echo. You must be a Cloud Knight who fought alongside Don Feng all those years ago.
How many of us perished in that disaster and could not be reincarnated? And my leg was torn off by that abomination. Oh, the pain. The doctors at the Alchemy Commission said I have to reincarnate as soon as possible to avoid affecting my immortal life. But my poor comrades have no chance of returning to the ancient sea. You once told us that we should cherish every life cycle, and that you would use cloudy magic to heal our wounds. But in the end, all you did was betray us.
I must listen to him very carefully. We cannot afford to miss any information.
I will never forgive you. The High Elder's power belongs to the Vidyadhara of the Lawful. You are unworthy. The Vidyadhara must not sever the High Elder succession tradition just because of you.
Vậy lấy lại đi.
Hand it over.
Dunhung, is this the price we pay for bearing the power of the High Elder? Carrying the weight of all these expectations. All this hatred.
Before any of this transpires, you have enough time to prepare.
Chúng ta từ từ và nhẹ nhàng tiến tới nha, từ từ thôi.
Miss Violet, what are you doing in my pharmacy? Don't tell me you've already heard about Sanctus Medicus. Have you come here to condemn me?
Gì thế?
Seems like none of the Mirage Echoes realize that. They've already been reborn.
They're mere fragments stripped from the lives of the Vidyadhara.
I have never believed in the High Elder. You are unworthy of the condemnation you spout. Especially you, Miss Violet. You simply do not have the power of the High Elder, the power to summon the forces of nature. Why should I believe you are superior in any way to Master Don Feng? The priestesses, our people, they think the High Elder is the Vidyadhara's only savior. Arrogant, illogical. Have you seen what merciful Medicus can do? Precisely. Merciful Medicus will help us to grow our population and bear descendants. They can do what the High Elder cannot.
Người Dược Dương có làm chưa?
One day you will come to know that I was right.
Rồi mày chết luôn rồi đó.
I never knew the Vidyadhara had believers in the Plagues Author among their ranks.
Cái đó chứ. Tức thật. Vẫn là chạy không có.
Spirit never dies. To the clouds.
Phải quánh cho chết con súc xanh này mới được.
This ends here.
Stay the course.
Eternal sleep is nothing.
And return!
Chết đi súc sanh.
The strength. Heaven's search. Rise!
I'll see you off.
Spirit never dies.
Awaken, dormant skin. World cleansing dragon.
Xong.
Miss Bailu, are you okay? I was so worried.
Yuan Li! Is that you? I thought something must have happened to you.
Thì bất giác rồi, chết rồi đó.
It's me, Miss Bailu. I'm so sorry that I can't be your maid anymore. But I heard that a smart and talented replacement would be coming soon. Yes, I suppose you must have met her already. I hope she is more competent than I was. The Preceptors are very fearful of you, Miss Bailu. They asked every maid to record your dreams and daily activities, and I did so at first. After a while, I felt that the Preceptors were asking this not out of concern for you, but for some malevolent purpose.
Yuan Li, don't worry. I never told anyone about my dreams.
Good, good. Then I needn't worry. They'll be assigning me to a different job soon. I hope we have another chance to see each other one day.
Yes. So long. Yes. Let's keep going.
À, tôi bay chứ. Ở không kịp thì chỉ có cám mà ăn thôi. Nó lộn nhau nè.
Miss Bailu, are you okay? You were in there for such a long time.
Luckily, I had Dan Hung and him to protect me all the way. If anyone's owed a thanks, it's them.
I didn't expect those assassins to be so brazen and reckless, storming a sacred place like Scale Gorge Waterscape and pursuing you. Rest assured, Miss Bailu, I'll report them to the elders and round them all up.
Hay là người do mày dẫn vô?
Fortunately, the three of you were blessed by the gods. If anything had happened to you, it would have been a dereliction of duty on my part.
Rồi, coi vẻ mặt kinh bỉ của anh kìa.
Assassins. None of us mentioned that the danger involved assassins. How did you know that?
Oh, it's because we were already attacked at the ferry, no? I was just worried that those people would try and attack you again.
You said those assassins only came from Mr. Dan Hung, but the ones we met in the ruins were coming from me instead.
Perhaps the real dereliction of duty was that not enough happened to you.
So, did the elders send you to take out the unworthy High Elder?
That was my idea alone. How could the Preceptors have come up with that? From my perspective, the Videodora requires only one High Elder. A second High Elder, one who is weak and useless, must be removed. Miss Bailu, our relationship as mistress and maid ends here. Farewell.
Đó là trong trường hợp giết được kìa.
Heaven's search.
You don't look so good.
Trong giờ mày giết được á.
Lands
at the ready. Hit!
I sent a storm.
Let me tend your wounds.
Awaken, dormant scales. Word cleansing dragon. Heaven's surge. Rise.
Need a doctor?
The strength. Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Đấy.
You don't look so good.
I'm on guard.
Đá đi, phiền quá.
Am I too late?
General!
Time for
Did
the
you bring
master's
reinforcements?
Reinforcements? I am the reinforcements. Follow my charge. Just go.
Không có con nào tắt lại hết thì
Lance at the ready.
Heaven's surge. Awaken, dormant scales. Word cleansing dragon.
Let me tend your wounds. Time to show you what's in your prescription.
Do not fret.
Lance ablaze. Lance!
đấy.
Heaven's surge. Rise.
A foregone conclusion. Here, it's thunder!
Need a doctor?
I sent a storm. Heaven's surge.
Let me tend your wounds.
I'm on guard.
The strength. Heaven's surge.
A pity. So close.
Chút nữa cái đầu mày đi đầu thai đi rồi tính tiếp.
Did the Preceptors truly believe that nobody knew of their scheme? They should return to their senses. Attacking the Dragon Lady only destroys what little prestige they have.
The whole thing was planned by me and me alone. Beware of false charges, General.
Save your breath. We'll know the truth once the Cloud Knights send you to the Ten Lords Commission's judges.
Too late, Jing Yuan. I go no further.
Vui việc đi.
I always felt useless in the eyes of the elders. A false dragon who failed to inherit the power of the High Elder. And today I realize they'll use any means of removing me.
Not all of the Vidyadhara harbor evil intentions. If you feel uneasy, Dragon Lady, the Seat of Divine Foresight can arrange for you to stay elsewhere.
Long nữ không cần đâu.
Thank you, General. I'd like to talk more with Dan Heng first.
Very well. I will await all of you at the fair.
The Vidyadhara have neither parents nor family members. Once born, the teacher is assigned to instruct the young Vidyadhara in the art of Cloud Hymn, as well as various life skills. Dunhong, did you have a teacher like that?
If you're asking about Vidyadhara tradition, I'm afraid that's something I never had any experience of. I've always been a wanderer. I can never return to my homeland. In my fragmented dreams, I meet enemies on the battlefield. But in my travels, I meet many people who I can describe with the word teacher.
As far back as I can remember, I've had the preceptors and alchemy commission healers telling me what to do. Cure diseases, save lives. I don't know if that counts as teaching. You know something? It feels like you're the teacher I've been waiting for. Virtuous in the past life, master in the next life. Perhaps we were friends or disciples in our previous incarnations.
A friend or disciple of Dan Feng? Maybe. Miss Bailu. At first, I was worried that your title of High Elder was in name only, and that an absence of true power would eventually put you in grave danger. It seems I was overthinking things. You have no shortage of true power.
You mean the power to repair the seal? The power you taught me?
The Mirage Echoes of Scale Gorge Waterscape mentioned that not only was Dan Feng a brave warrior, he could heal others with Cloud Hymn magic. What you have is the power of the High Elder that belongs to you. The power of life that can reforge the Arbor Seal and the vitality of the Eternal Roots. It is a world away from my power of destruction.
In that case, Dunfeng probably had a gentle side to him too, right?
Perhaps.
We should head back to the healer's market. I have other things to do today. Let's go.
Now that the seal is repaired, my affairs on the Xianzhou have drawn to an end. For the time being.
Are you planning on staying on the Luofu? The banishment decree has been revoked, and the preceptors have regained an awareness of the situation. This is your chance to return to your home.
As a nameless, the Express still needs me.
Ah, that is a pity.
Chỉ vậy thôi hả? Tại vì vô kỳ lạ.
I think I should refrain from violating the healer's orders any further. The weariness is creeping up on me once again. Time to lie down.
Ông về ngủ thì có.
All of you.
Rồi, sẵn tiện thì chúng ta sẽ làm một mạch đô nhiệm vụ này ha. Nên là có về cốt truyện của Luca thì sẽ hẹn mọi người một ngày khác nhỉ. Là một dạng khiêu chiến. Mấy vụ khiêu chiến này làm lâu lắm, nhưng thật sự thì cốt truyện vậy thôi chứ nó cũng chả ý nghĩa gì lắm. Nên thôi chúng ta quay lại xem Luca nói gì.
It's hard for a wanderer to find rest in this world.
Aren't you going to watch the fight, Zila? He's defending his championship title.
Ugh, nah, I'll pass. It's not like anyone else has a chance with him around.
You're right about that. I get it if you don't want to join in the fun. It's all the same after a while. Ah, what a rare moment of rest. Maybe I should find a spot to stretch my legs a bit too.
Zila and Oleg. I wonder what they're talking about. I'll go ask them.
Hey, isn't that the Trailblazer? It's been a while since I've seen you around. How you doing?
Hey, how have your travels been? Thanks to you, things are pretty peaceful around here. The Chief and I are getting restless.
Silly girl. Just a few days of hard-earned rest and you're already making it sound like jail time. Oh, you heard us. We were talking about my student Luca. Oh, you probably haven't met him yet. In short, he's a top-tier fighter in the underworld. He was also doing work for Wildfire before, just not in this town. Oh, right. He hasn't seen Luca defend his championship title before, right? Zila, why don't you take our hero and swing by the fight club to show him the match? What? You don't want to?
No, it's just... I'm worried Luca might do something stupid again.
Không sao đâu, số người làm việc stupid nhiều lắm.
Oh, I remember now. Luca was defending his title once, and Zila was watching in the audience. The opponent for that fight was too weak. They went down with just a few punches. I don't know what got into Luca after that, but he said out loud that he wanted Zila to come up and fight him right there and then.
Why don't we stop there, Chief? I'd rather not relive the moment.
Okay, I'll stop. Anyway, that's what Luca's like. He forgets about himself once he's in the mood. But I trust Luca not to make the same mistake again. So back to the original suggestion. Are you good to take him to the fight club, Zila?
Ugh, fine. I'll take you there.
That's more like it. The more friends, the merrier. I hope you can get along with my favorite student.
Why does Luca always come sneaking back into town like this? I haven't seen him for a while. I hope he's grown up a bit since then.
Ở đây đúng không?
My friend! That's it. I give up.
Friends of the I mean, friends of Belobog! The champion of the 1,761st Fighting King Challenge! 30 tournaments, 28 victories! The Boulder King of Fists, Luca!
Ok, giống Isu đó.
Looks like it's over already.
Hey, Zila! And, you are?
Oh, I forgot to introduce him. This is the Trailblazer. You must have heard of him before.
Were you here just to see my fight? I'm flattered. I just won a little fight in the cage. What you did was much bigger than that. We...
Luca! Luca! Luca!
Ugh, the crowd never gets tired, do they?
Do you want to head outside? It's a bit loud for talking in here.
Súng đó.
See you next time, everyone. There
Lúc
are
tụi mày lại
sparks
gọi
yet
nhau
to
lên
fly.
vậy. Gió đài thì mệt đấy.
Ugh, finally. I think we lost them. Let's chat here.
You're popular as ever, champion.
Oh, are you still angry at me over that one time, Zila? I just got a bit carried away.
Of course not. 2 senior members of Wildfire duking it out in the Fight Club? That would be bad form.
The mood was on
đánh
fire
nhau.
that day, but the final match was over in just a few swings. Everyone wanted more. So in the heat of the moment, I just... Oh, come on. Don't hold that. I've always been impressed by you. I've wanted to spar with you for ages.
I don't fight for fun. Stop getting your hopes up. Anyway, now that you've dragged us out here, what did you want to talk about?
Oh, yes. So I'm trying to get a plan going. Yes. More accurately, my personal training plan. I want you to join me in witnessing the next steps in the development of Luca, the Boulder Town fighting champion.
Trời, sao nó trẻ trâu vậy?
Whoa, hold your horses. Chief Oleg wanted us to come and cheer for you. He didn't say anything about becoming your sparring partners. We haven't got the time.
You can't hide anything on that face of yours. Oleg already told me that things in the underworld are pretty peaceful now. And even Wildfire's running out of things to do. Besides, look at this guy. You want in, right?
Số mệnh của nhân vật chính là đi làm thuê. Câu này làm me me ở đâu vậy? Chứ sao có me me sắp tới đây?
That might be the weirdest thing you've ever said.
Lời nói cuối cùng đọc.
That's a yes, right? I knew it.
Ugh, there's no stopping you once you've made up your mind. Fine, since he agreed, count me in too.
Không cần đâu nha.
Great, that's settled then. The training is on Svarog's turf. I heard about your achievements. You probably know that place like the back of your hand, right? Just let me know when you're ready, and we can head over together.
Mà nó làm gì?
How about it? Are you ready to head out for... That was fast. Keep up, Zila.
I don't need you to remind me.
Các người vừa rồi giải quán quân liên tục một giải đấu quyền có nhà hơn nhất thời cũng muốn bạn và Silly đến chứng kiến buổi rèn luyện bên ấy. Nhân tình này khó từ chối được, mọi người quyết định đi cùng mình đến một chuyến. Có gì đâu mà không từ chối được. Vẫn là team truyền thống thôi, chả có gì mới mẻ cả.
This is Svarog's turf. Where to now?
Don't worry, just follow me. We need to find a mechanic called Cassidy first. I've hit him up before. This way. Strike first!
Luca, you're finally here. I've been waiting for you for ages.
Relax, bro. I'm a man of my word. No need to stress out.
And these two are... Oh! Miss Zila! To think that 2 senior wildfire members are concerned with my trivial problems.
They just came along to help. Don't mind them. Just tell us exactly what happened.
Came along to help, huh?
Okay. This may sound strange, but I'm an amateur mechanic. I like collecting scrap in my free time, doing odd jobs, like putting robots together, that sort of thing. But a few days ago, 2 of my robots suddenly disappeared. They were my pride and joy. I usually leave them in the tent when I head out. Everyone in the settlement knows each other. This has never happened before. Someone must have set their sights on my robots and stolen them while I was gone. I just don't know how they managed it. Did they change the programming? But that's not possible.
Trời đất ơi, mệt vậy.
Hey, stop kidding around. Can't you tell I have a serious problem on my hands?
I see. 2 robots. Do you have any clues? Any reason?
Not really. But here's the most mysterious part of all this. One of the machines they stole was a drone. I called it Little Faye. Little Faye has an alarm that buzzes non-stop as soon as any unauthorized people get close. It's guaranteed to wake up the entire settlement. But I didn't hear Little Faye's alarm at all. I still can't figure out how that happened. Trust me, I know the people here. It's extremely unlikely.
A drone that was supposed to sound an alarm suddenly went silent. Worth remembering. Anything else?
Let me think. Oh, there is one
Thì
other
cứ nói
thing,
ra đi.
but I don't know if it's useful. Little Faye also has a tracker. If it gets too far from Big Ben... Oh, Big Ben is the name of the other robot. If there's too much distance between them, Little Faye will automatically start routing and fly to Big Ben's location. That's all, I suppose. I tried to find clues myself, but I don't know where to start. This job needs real professionals.
Mm-hmm. Cool, we've got this. Don't worry, bro. We promise we'll find your robots.
Hey, how can you be so sure?
Trust me, Zila. Don't worry, Cassidy. Wildfire's on the case. You just rest up here and don't let this ruin your day.
What was that all about? You're 100% certain we're gonna find those robots for him?
Slow down, Zila. Listen to my analysis first. It's a big job to steal 2 robots without anyone noticing, especially when one of them has an alarm. I'm guessing that our thief friend never even took Little Faye.
You mean...
I think the thief knew that Little Faye had an alarm, so they decided to break it. But they also knew that Cassidy could fix Little Faye and use its tracker function to find Big Ben. The thief must have tossed the broken drone somewhere and only made off with Big Ben. Hey, why are you both looking at me like that? Say something. So, you agree with my reasoning, right?
So, you do have a brain somewhere in all that muscle.
I'm not just biceps and steel, you know. Well, if you all agree with what I said, let's go prove it. Missing drones are a bit of a regular occurrence down here. Come on, move those legs.
Luca, do you often find stuff for other people?
Seems like it. Kids always come to me when they lose stuff.
No wonder.
Man, this area is so run down. I don't want to live. Oh, look! There's a drone over there! But how can we tell if it's the one Cassidy lost?
Here, look. Someone deliberately scratched off the paintwork. Didn't even do a good job of it.
Oh, You're right. You've got a good eye, Zila. Whoever did it must have been in a hurry. We need to fix this little guy up. Can you lend a hand?
Chứ còn ai trồng khoai đất này. Mấy trò chơi tự kỷ này có thể giờ người khác sao?
Done! The little one can fly again.
Bing, bing. Little Faye, reinitialization complete.
We really found it. Pretty lucky if you ask me.
Scanning for signal from Big Ben.
Oh, listen. That must be the tracking system Cassidy mentioned.
Signal not found. Big Ben is currently too far away from this unit. Tracking function must be enabled.
It really does have a tracking function. Let's see how useful it is.
Rồi bay đi đi.
Hey, it's flying away. Follow it.
Look, that fellow over there is acting pretty. Hey, friend.
What? Who's there? A red ribbon? What? Wildfire? Huh? How did you... I'm doing just fine. No monsters around here. Why don't you, go bother someone else?
Shying away from honest work, indulging in petty crime. Of course you're doing just fine.
I'm not sure this falls under petty crime, Zila. That whole robot he's got next to him. It's Big Ben, all right.
Hold on a second. Who told you the name of this robot?
That's right. Cassidy sent us here. Hand over what you stole, or be prepared to face the fist of a champion.
Fist of a champion, huh? I've come this far. I won't be able to show my face around here if news gets out. Do your worst. Big Ben, let's get him.
Going all the way, huh? Enough talk then. Luca, let's get him.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Here, let me punch some sense into you.
I'll see you off.
The punches decide. Step out of it.
Hope you're prepared.
Will forged in ice.
Em này đánh gì lơ.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Give up.
Đúng rồi đó.
Give it up. You're no match for us.
I can't turn back now.
You've got guts. Time to end this. You got it.
I'll see you off. The dead return!
Phim hả mày? Phim
Give
hả
up.
mày?
Don't get cocky.
Let's be friends.
Small fry. Step out of it. Where's the applause? Let's see some sparks fly!
Spare me! Please! All of you! I shouldn't have stolen anything! I admit! Give me...
You're admitting defeat? What happened to all that bravado you had a few moments ago? The Multamerville warrior. The peerless Boulder champion! Upholding justice and peace once again! Nice!
Trẻ trâu
Baby
quá.
friend surrendered, and Big Ben looks to be in one piece. The first step of the champion's training is complete. Huh? Why are you two so straight-faced? Can't you look a little happy?
Yeah, I was gonna ask. What was all that supposed to be?
No, that thing, just a slogan. Don't take it too seriously. Let's get Big Ben back to Cassidy.
Fine. Let's finish up here. But I'm gonna put it out there. We're not gonna forget those lines of yours anytime soon.
Beep boo, Big Ben misses home. Big Ben wants to talk with Little Faye. Big Ben wants to play with Cassidy. Go home.
Big Ben! Oh, you're back!
Beep boo, Cassidy. Little Faye. Cassidy.
I don't know how I can ever thank you, Luca, Sela, and Mr. Outsider. My life can finally get back on track now.
See? I kept my word, right? Wildfire's senior members always deliver what we promise.
I've never doubted you, Luca. I'll remember this forever. Right? Time to take little Faye and Big Ben for a systems check.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll catch up later. Ah, that felt great. Such a wholesome feeling to help other people, don't you think?
To be honest, I think you could have handled it yourself. You said this was the first step, right? So just how many steps does your training have exactly?
3. Just 3 steps. Trust me, it won't take too much. Easy. I'm about to tell you. Let's go. Next, we're gonna clear up all the Fragmentum cronies still left in this settlement.
Huh? Fragmentum? But the settlement...
Wasn't affected by Fragmentum, right? You're not wrong. The fissure here only recently opened up. Master Oleg got the intel from our network just yesterday. I asked him to leave this case to me. Perfect for the second step of our training, right?
Like master, like student. I admire your attitude. In any case, if this concerns the Fragmentum, then there's no time to lose. Where are the monsters? Lead the way.
Way ahead of you. Follow me.
Luca, come clean with me. Are you here for some other reason?
It's just training. For real. It's not like you to be so suspicious, Sela.
Có đổi tim được rồi.
Say, how did you settle your beef with Svarog? Tell me the juicy details.
There's so many of them. Are you sure the fissure only recently opened up?
Our intel should have been accurate. Seems like Boss Svarog must have let his guard down. These guys are messing up his turf.
Enough talk. Let's clean up this area.
Đời cầm có Luca này mà đi dọn.
Let's settle this.
Nói thật hơi đề cao bản thân.
A thousand wonders to raise your finest home.
Small fry. Step out of it.
Let's be friends.
In the name of Land's will forged in ice, never falters!
Welcome, customers.
Where's the applause?
Let's see some sparks fly!
I'll see you off.
Hope you're prepared.
Let's be friends.
The punches decide. Don't get cocky. Small fry. Step out of it.
Let's settle
Where's
this.
the applause?
Let's see some sparks fly!
Eternal sleep is not the end. The
Dead return!
Sập bóp.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Welcome, customers. 1,000 wonders to ring and fight as one.
Hope you're prepared.
I'll see you off.
Let's be friends.
In the name of Landau, will forged in ice never falters. Don't get cocky. Let's see some sparks fly. Step out of it.
I underestimated Bloom.
The dead return! Don't get cocky.
Trời, không biết mấy trận gì thế mà giờ mới kết thúc đây.
Let's see some sparks fly!
No wonder these minions are so active. There's a big fella hiding behind them.
So this guy is the source of it all, right? If we take him out, the fragmentum activity in this area should subside for a while. And Trial 2 will be complete.
That's right. What's up? Starting to get into it, Zila?
It's been too long since I had a good workout. This will be a nice warm-up.
All right. We'll charge in once you're ready.
In the name of lead, will forged in ice never falters.
The punches decide.
This ends here.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Nó đánh nó cứ còn chút máu. Không chết luôn cho rồi.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return! In the name of Landau, will forged in ice never falters. Step out of it. Let's see some sparks fly! Don't get cocky. Step out of it.
Nearly there. It's not gonna last much longer.
I'll deal the final blow.
Đây cây rồi kìa.
Let's see some sparks fly! The dead return! Don't get cocky.
Chết.
Whew, that was a tough one. Good teamwork, guys. Luca, is that everything?
The Multamerville Warrior. The peerless Boulder Champion. Defeater of evil throughout the world.
You... Are you okay? Ugh, don't copy him! Seriously, why are you so hyped up today?
It's just a normal victory celebration. Don't need to be so alarmed.
You call that normal? I might have let it slide if it was in the cage. On second thought, no. That was cringe even by Fight Club standards.
Ah, don't get so worked up, Zila. I'm thinking clearly. Plus, didn't we just get rid of another major threat to the underworld?
True, but quit changing the subject. This new routine of yours is just...
Ah, don't worry. I promise you, it'll only last till the end of my training. Actually, have I been making too many promises today? That's not a good habit. Anyway, there's only one more step in my training plan. Come on, guys, help me wrap it up.
I guess we're in too deep. Better let it run its course. So tell us, what else is on the schedule?
The final step in this training is to challenge Boss Svarog.
Are you sure you're thinking clearly?
Whoa, stay cool, Zila. Like I said, I'm thinking clearly. Every word I said is serious. I set this as the final goal of my training a few days ago. Think about it. Is there any underworld opponent worth challenging more than Boss Svarog?
Oh no, I can't agree to this. You're asking for trouble. Forget about winning or losing. The relationship between Wildfire and Svarog only just got patched up.
I'm not gonna rile him up. Don't make this more complicated than it is. I'm just inviting him to have a fair fight with me, like how you'd have in the cage.
Are you mad? Svarog is a robot. He doesn't understand the rules of the cage. He's different from us. His fists are made of steel.
That means we're evenly matched, right?
You know what I mean. Don't act smart with me. You don't make any sense.
I understand what you're saying, Zila. But you know, I'm a fighter. It's my duty to keep training and get stronger.
Trời, bắt chước giống hai đó
It's a
rồi đó.
terrible feeling to have a powerful opponent in your head, but never be able to get close to him. It's all thanks to your patching things up with Svarog that I'm able to have this opportunity now. I'm not gonna miss it for the world.
All right, fine. We'll go find Svarog and have a nice chat with him. Let me say this first. If he doesn't want to deal with you as a challenger, then we're getting out of there ASAP.
Don't worry, I'll convince him. But you're right. If he's not in the mood for it, then I won't force him. I haven't really worked with Boss Svarog before, so please, lead the way. Let's go.
Trời đất ơi, nó dễ trâu quá.
Luca, you...
What's up?
Never mind. I get the feeling I'm wasting my breath. Have you talked to Oleg about going to see Svarog?
That's all you want to ask? I don't necessarily tell Master Oleg everything, you know.
The Trailblazer, Zila of Wildfire, and...
Hey! In honor to meet you, Boss Svarog, I'm Luca, a senior member of Wildfire, just like Zila.
Accessing backend database. Querying. Query complete. Luca, born in Maltamerville, winner of the 28th Bouldertown Fight King Challenge, 11th student of Oleg, acting chief of Wildfire.
Oh, wow, impressive! Thank you for saving me the self-introduction.
Luca of Wildfire, what is the purpose of your visit?
Straight to the point, just the way I like it. I'm here to challenge you, Boss Svarog.
Challenge. Intent unclear. Outsider, Zila of Wildfire, can you provide an explanation?
He's the one who came up with this idea. It's up to you to accept it or not, Svarog.
Yep, it's not that complicated. I just want to go a few rounds with the one everyone agrees is the most powerful in the underworld and see where I stand. What do you say?
Evaluating. Intention. Unclear. Enmity level. 0. Lie detection. Evaluation completed. The opposing party only came to spar. I agree to fight you. Luca of Wildfire.
Huh? Hold on. You agree?
If weapons and gun barrels are unused for prolonged periods of time, the risk of rust damages increases. Periodic use will reduce such risk and extend the life of these components.
Vậy là mày thành đá mày dao đó con.
That's the worst excuse I've ever heard.
See, I told you I could convince him. You could be our referee, Zila. You know the rules of the club, inside out.
Fine, I get it. If you insist. Competitors, take up positions.
Ủa rồi tự đánh nhau đi làm chi mà bắt phải gom team làm gì? Ngon
I'm
mà.
ready, Svarog. We can start anytime.
I too have a question. Luca of Wildfire. How did you acquire your mechanical arm?
I'm honored to be one of the things in the underworld that even you don't know about. This arm? Well, it's not that exciting. It's all because I got distracted in a defense campaign. I can't even remember the date of that fight. More importantly, it was only after losing my arm that I found the meaning of life. What it really feels like to be alive. That's why I'm standing here right now. To feel alive. And also for everyone who put their hope and faith in me.
Excellent answer. I will treat this challenge seriously. Luca of Wildfire.
In the blue corner, Svarog from the robot settlement. Are you ready?
Ready.
In the red corner, Luca from Multimerville. Are you ready?
Whenever you are.
Okay. This is a no-holds-barred contest. One round only. Victory will be declared when one contestant submits, or the fight is stopped by the referee. All right. Fight!
Let's see some sparks fly.
Chết thì không chết rồi đó. Không biết bao lâu mới đánh thắng. Tự đánh luôn à. Vậy tốt. Vậy là không tới 2 hiệp đâu con.
I'm just getting started. Don't get cocky now.
Tự đánh đi. Không được tự đánh có chuyện.
But not enough.
That's why they call you Boss Varron. How about this?
Hết máy thì chết rồi. Ôm nha.
Not bad.
Red contestant down. 10, 9.
No way. I'm a long way from tapping out. Let's go.
Vậy ta không tự chơi một mình đi. Rồi. Hết vui rồi đó. Sáu cái đùng chết ngắt nè.
The winner has been decided.
Enough, Luca. Let's end it here.
No. It's not over. I must.
Mình niềm tin và tình bạn gì đó. Không lên.
Let's see some sparks fly.
You make a strong impression, Luca of Wildfire. I will remember this fight.
Thanks. But it's not over.
Rồi chết ngắt.
I can't.
Luca of Wildfire, it does not matter why you came here. I acknowledge your strength. Your performance was enough to make me reevaluate the limits of humanity.
That's really...
Wait.
Trời, thật là giống ai đó ghê ta. Trời ơi,
Can you hear me?
trẻ trâu quá là còn hề nữa.
Hey! Luca, you're up.
You're finally awake. You've been out for the whole day. We were really worried.
Có chết được đâu mà lo.
Don't worry, Zila. Like I said, it was just the exhaustion. Svarog was deliberately holding back.
Chứ gì nữa.
Zila. And Nat? I'm in the clinic?
Tất nhiên.
Where else? You think we'd leave you on Svarog's turf?
Thank you all. I feel much better now.
Don't be ridiculous, Luca. Still, whatever your motivation was, I hope you can find a different outlet for it.
I'm not gonna let you off the hook that easy. There's more to this story. You need to explain what the heck got into you today. The one good thing about you losing is that we didn't have to hear it again.
You're always so serious. I've said it before. This is my
Oh, slow down. You haven't completely recovered. Zila, don't pressure him. Let him rest.
Thanks, Nat. But I'm almost recovered. I have some things to do.
Hey, where do you think you're...
Let him go, Zila.
I really don't get him. What's that supposed to mean? If he never intended to explain anything to us, why did he drag us along? No, this is too weird. I'm gonna follow him and see what he's up to. Of course. You're not too busy these days, right? I'll give you a shout if I need help. Luca didn't used to be like this. I just can't let it go.
If you must, Zila, try not to worry. I don't want to see you two fighting.
Don't worry, Nat.
Now that they've left, I have a favor to ask you. It's easy for Luca to get ahead of himself sometimes, but I've never seen him this headstrong. It does make me wonder. Could you ask Oleg how Luca's been recently? I haven't seen much of him lately. It's hard for me to get the full picture. Thank you. Regardless of what's really going on, I hope none of you let small things get in the way of your friendship. See you.
Rồi, chào Oleg.
Oh, my student. Did something happen recently? I was wondering why he didn't come to see me after the championship match ended. Come, tell me about it. That does sound a little strange. Luca usually doesn't push himself so far. Huh. He may be a tough guy on the surface, but he's got his secrets. Did he tell you about the origins of his mechanical arm? Ah, then he probably didn't describe the scene in detail. That was 7 years ago? I was patrolling with some comrades in the neighboring town of Multamerville. We passed an ordinary mechanic's shop. There was a serious-looking fella looking after the shop. He was probably a few years younger than me, but his hair and beard were white as snow. There was a young lad doing odd jobs. He looked pretty exhausted. Anyway, I convinced the shopkeeper to let him come with me. Luca was a fast learner. At first, I couldn't figure out if he liked what I was teaching him. Fighting, weapons, strategy, etc. He didn't talk a lot, just kept his head down. Then, about a year after I took him in, Luca lost one of his arms while rescuing townsfolk from the Fragmentum in Multamerville. He almost didn't make it. He was unconscious for 2 or 3 days. I sat next to his bed, anxious and guilty. Guess what he said to me after he woke up? Master, I feel great. He had bandages all over his body. Most of his wounds hadn't healed yet. But it was the first time he'd ever smiled at me. I still remember that expression. Can't tell from looking at him, right?
Nhìn ra chứ, giống y chang mà.
What I'm trying to say is Luca views other people's lives as more important than his own. That's how he's always been. So when he says stuff like, this is for training, that's probably a lie. He's hiding something from you, all right? Anyway, I'm too old to be getting involved in this stuff. I'm sure you and Zila can sort this by yourselves. One thing I will ask, please try not to embarrass him too much, okay? He's the fighting champion of Boulder Town, after all. An idol for all the children. He needs to keep up that image.
Đúng rồi, nên có một tấm gương sáng để mọi người noi theo, chứ không phải là tấm gương chết. Đã nhắn là đến ngay đây mà vẫn còn nhắn hay sao? Đi cổng tele đi. Mình phải biết cảnh nữa chứ gì.
Oh, you're here. Come on. He wasn't in a hurry, so we should be able to catch up easy. Look, there he is. Let's follow him. Stay quiet. Whew, thank goodness we didn't lose him. Quick, let's keep up the chase. Going?
Thế.
This doesn't feel right. Hey, let's hide for a bit.
Rồi.
Zila, and you too? What are you guys doing here?
No. He caught us.
Hãy thử lại chứ không có thất bại luôn nhiệm vụ cuộc này.
There, let's follow him. Whew, thank goodness we didn't lose him. Quick, let's keep up the chase. This doesn't feel right. Hey, let's hide for a bit.
Còn có 7 âm thanh thôi, nó ghét gì.
feel right. Hey, let's hide for a bit.
Ốp kìa.
Wait, that's... Hook! What's she doing here? I can't tell if you're joking. Lucas should tell her to go back to town. He's always worrying after the kid's safety. We've come this far. We can't let this kid ruin everything. Shh, she's coming this way.
Wow, honorary member, Mrs. Evil.
Shh, be quiet. You almost exposed us.
Why are you sneaking around like this?
Hey! We're gonna lose him if we don't hurry. Hook, run back to town. Stop hanging around here.
Okay. That's what Lucas said too. I hope you two find the treasure.
Trời ơi, có nói gì với con báo đâu.
Thank goodness we didn't lose him. Quick, let's keep up the chase. This doesn't feel right. Hey, let's hide for a bit. This doesn't feel right. Hey, let's hide for a bit. Did he put something down? Let's go have a look. A case? For some reason, I feel like... Yeah, I wonder what's in there. Is this a notebook? It looks like a kid's handwriting and some scribbled art. Have a look.
Mr. Luca. Hello. My name is Margie, and I'm from Multimerville too. I'm a big fan of yours. I've been sick since I was a baby, but I still dream of becoming a big star in the cage one day, just like you. It's a bit embarrassing, but I wanted my dad to give you this notebook. I wanted to tell you that you've inspired me to keep working hard and achieve my goal, even if it's hard to reach. When I become a fighter as awesome as you, I'm gonna do my best to help people in the underworld. I want to team up with my friends and help everyone together so they can smile again. I'll listen to their thanks and then yell out my winning slogan. The Multimerville Warrior, the peerless Boulder Champion, upholding justice and peace once again. Then I want to chase away all the bad things hurting everyone. I'll go with my friends and clear out all the scary monsters. I'll make the underworld safe. And then yell out my other winning slogan. The Multamerville Warrior, the peerless boulder champion, defeater of evil throughout the world. Lastly, I want to make life better for the underworld. Mom said there's someone called Svarog who keeps stopping us from going back to the overworld. So I'm gonna challenge that big robot and show him what I can do as a champion fighter. But Svarog is too strong. We'll never win. My friends are gonna all want to back out when they hear, but I know I have to be an example for everyone. I need to stick my neck out and go challenge Svarog on my own. Bam! Crack! Boom! It's gonna be such an epic fight. And then we'll reach a draw, and neither of us will be able to win. But Svarog will acknowledge my strength and be willing to listen to the Underworlders. So, it'll be a happy ending. My friends will clap, and all the people suffering will be... But all that is just my dream. I don't know how long it's gonna be till it becomes reality. I'm lying in bed sick right now. Before becoming a champion, I want to defeat this illness first. Then, I need to learn how to stand, walk, and exercise again. Until I achieve all my dreams. I hope... no. I believe Mr. Luca will support me till the end. Right?
Luca. I think I get it now. Maybe we should forget about all this. Maybe one day we can talk about it with him. Let's head back to town for today. Good night, Margie.
It's hard for a wanderer to find rest in this world.
Ê, vậy sao nhiệm vụ đồng hành giữa Luca ha?